Does anyone have a question? Just, take in the energy and let it work on you. Don't leave it in the class. Take it home, take it with you, conserve it. Let it be part of your, daily experience and connecting with a higher force. We all need this kind of nourishment. We need this kind of energy. It really enables us to function, and not just to function. I mean, look, people function and they're neurotic and crazy, but to function consciously in the world, function with open hearts, with love, function like human beings. This energy is essential. And it's just a great gift from God, a great gift to each and every one of us. And what's unique about it, there are two people in this class that will use it the same way. But whatever your activity is, you're responsible to using this energy consciously with an open heart. Does anyone have a question?
Sure, I have a question.
Yes, Mom.
There are times to where functioning consciously to me means keeping my mouth shut. Um, and I would like to find a balance with that.
Well, it's not a bad idea to keep your mouth shut if you really have nothing to say. If a situation, is a difficult situation and you're lost for words, just keep your mouth shut. Nothing wrong with that. Much better than antagonizing somebody else with you knowing better than them and whatever, people do to each other. Sometimes keeping your mouth shut is a very conscious act. In fact, I think it's an extremely conscious act. And the more people learn to listen and not talk so much, understand, I think there'll be more communication amongst human beings. So it's not something to worry about. If you have nothing to say in a situation, just listen, learn, and let whatever you have to say come from you in an organic way, not in a way that you have to prove your point or promote yourself as being better than somebody else. So I think there's nothing wrong with keeping your mouth shut. I wish more people would do it. Does anyone else have a question?
Hi, hello.
Hi, Aileen. How are you?
Thank you. Hi, Stuart. Talking about this same topic of silence, I have learned just recently that some people really need acceptance in their life. That means that I learned to give them total acceptance. I don't expect to change. I don't expect anything from them. And I have learned to have this acceptance, like, wow, that's a really hard life. And I don't know, I
Eileen, what is the question?
just that silence, keep being able to keep silence, it's when you feel really strong inside. And when you feel weak, you cannot have that silence. You cannot give them silence to them until you feel strong. That's how I feel now.
If you feel strong inside, then one of the great elements of really being strong inside is you talk consciously. You don't just talk in order to prove your point. That's just weakness. That's people just defending themselves in life. But you talk, because there's something important you have to say, and it really comes from a place so deep inside you. Understand that sometimes you don't have to say a word. The person you're with will feel it. It will affect them so deeply that you will communicate with them in maybe a deeper way than even words can communicate with them. It's you having that inner strength and inner balance. And then one word can truly communicate with another human being. Doesn't have to be long sentences and deep this and what you know better and who's right and who's wrong. It could be one word that can truly communicate in a profound way with another human being. If you have that kind of inner depth and strength inside yourself. So yes, I mean, somebody's coming to class now. Anyway, I mean, that's how I function, Eileen. I don't have to talk all the time. I like to laugh a lot. I like to feel my heart open. I like to feel that I can truly communicate with another human being. I like to feel that there's a depth of understanding that comes, that transcends even words. When I was younger, I used to study acting in New York. And one of the things I learned in studying acting, the words don't mean anything. Understand? It's how people say them. It's how people say them. And sometimes moments of silence are more dramatic and profound than all of, whole dialogues that people write or monologues they write for people. So we don't know. We have to be conscious. And if we're conscious, we use our words consciously. We use silence consciously. We don't intimidate other people. We don't try to hurt them. We don't have to know better than them. We can listen to them and let them teach us something about ourselves. And I think this is the key to communication, really communicating with other people in any language, be it English, Spanish, French, German. Listening is the key to communication. And when you listen and really have the strength to listen, the words that come out of your mouth will have much deeper meaning than if you're just ready to talk at somebody. So I mean, that's how I look. I didn't function like this all my life, but lately, in the last maybe 5 years, I try to function this way, listening to people. Let them teach me something about me. And if I find myself getting upset at them, I'm not really upset at them. I'm really upset at myself because they are showing me something in myself that needs to be fixed. Otherwise, I wouldn't be upset at them. So, whatever it's worth, that's my advice about communicating with people.
Stuart, could you talk about this, what you just were saying about the strength of listening? Could you talk about that?
Well, there's nothing much to talk about, Bob. It takes a really centered, balanced person inside to listen to other human beings, to not be intimidated by life, not be intimidated by other people's egos, by other people's craziness, by other people's cheating us. You can't be cheated cheaply, unless something inside you feels cheap. You understand? If that, you're connected to God, to spirit, to higher energy, you're balanced inside. Somebody can say the most stupid, derogatory thing to you. It's not going to mean anything because there's nothing in you that feels cheap. So if you get upset at somebody because they say derogatory things to you, check yourself out. Check yourself out. Find out why this upsets you. What's wrong with you inside that somebody else is saying these things upset you? Now, you got to be very strong to do what I'm talking about. People that don't have that inner balance and strength, they're instantly ready to respond and defend themselves. And all you have is a huge argument, and God knows who wins. Nobody wins. So that's what I suggest,
Very good, Stuart. Very good.
Well, thank you, Bob. Does anyone else have a question they'd like to ask? I mean, people can't put you down unless you're down. They can't put you down unless you have deep insecurity inside. But if you have managed to transform that insecurity into an open heart, into balance, harmony, what can people put down? There's nothing to put down. They can try, but they're not going to succeed because there's nothing they can grab onto. They can only put you down if you're down inside. That's it. And then they're just reminding you, hey, you got to get stronger. And you're not going to get stronger fighting with them. You're going to get stronger by transforming your inner life, changing inside, getting more grounded, more balanced, more open. I mean, if people would do this kind of thing, there'd be a little peace on earth. I think wars would stop and people, they stop fighting with each other. But look, I'm not naive, and 8 billion people are not going to do this, but we have to learn to do it because every one of us is going to confront this every day from somebody. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, if there are no more questions, then there will be meditation tomorrow evening. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. And I'm looking forward to seeing you soon, wherever you are around the world.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Stuart.